certification process. And so as to have a great opportunity to talk on the certification process. In addition to the certification process, I would like to give you an insight on how we manage the certification there. So that is because I believe in this way you can have a better understanding on the certification process. So why we need certification? So actually, all of us agree that the certification is an easy and quantitative way to communicate with our customers on how good the products are. So that's the spirit of the certification. So let's start on the certification process. In order to start the certification process, we need to set a certification baseline. So, and basically, that is a document to describe why we test this test and what we will test and how we test. So, according to this document, people can fully understand the certification details. And then, in order to start the testing work, we need a test method or procedure or testing script. And then after we complete the testing work, we'll generate a report based on the testing result and on the certified system. So here's the three phases of the certification process. We need to set a baseline, perform the test, and then generate a report. In addition to these three phases of the certification process, there's still three more steps, which is very important for the lab management. Since the information in the testing result in the report identifies the server, the system, and so we don't want any surprise. Just if the system configuration is inconsistent with the document that the vendor provided, or there is inconsistency happened in our report. So before we perform the test, we'll do the system inspection. We will take picture and check with the document, and then we will make sure and we input the records and make sure we got the system is correct configuration. And then after the testing, we'll hold a meeting to review the report, and we work with OCP Foundation to review the report. We also provide the raw material to OCP Foundation so that they can fully understand what happened during the certification process. So that is before the testing, we have a system inspection. And after the testing, we have post-test analysis. And there's still one thing which is very important, is that every step the certification lab performed should be traceable. So we have a trace system, and we input all of our observation in the trace system, so, which is very important for the trace system. So, as I mentioned, that we need a baseline. So the document was a baseline to describe the certification details, so that people can fully understand the certification requirements. So they are the server certification stack, and storage certification stack, and network certification stack. And we also need a document for the lab management to ensure the testing quality and enforce the certification workflow. So this is the document that we need. And for the certification spec, for the as I mentioned, for the certification baseline, there are the documents to describe why we check these items, what we will check, how we do that. So using server as an example, we have the OCP server stack. So it is the OCP server stack says that. So we check that. So in the spec requirement, it's described why we check that. So in this section, it's described why we check it, and we will proceed. We will work on our perception from the OCP server stack, come out with the certification stack, and which is described what we will check. We also come out the how we check the these items. So testing case section. So this basically spec requirement describe why we check this item, and certification spec describe what we will check, and this case describe how we check this. And we have the testing script. So just use this as an example. So now we have for server, we have the OCP server motherboard spec, and we have hardware management spec. So this is a spec requirement. So why we check this? It is because the OCP server spec says that, and it says that the best standard will include the ability to remote power on of the machine, and blah blah blah. So this is the spec requirement. It says for the why we check these items, and then we'll make a number for these items. We will have the corresponding requirement for the certification spec. So this is the corresponding certification spec, and basically it will state for what we will check, and then we will have a testing case. It stands for the how we check this, and for the power on off, we will use the IPMI to have the out of band to test the system, and the pass requirement will be can be power on off and off. And we have the script testing script on the testing. So basically, the baseline will construct with the spec requirement and certification spec and test case. So this is the test case for server certification, just for your reference. We will have the interval and label. Actually, these two almost the same. However, the label they come with more ability for the BIOS. They have the primary BIOS and secondary BIOS. We can use the BMC to control, to back up the BIOS and to restore the BIOS. So they have some more test case on this. So for the server, we have the 56, total 56 test cases, and for the label, we have the 65 testing cases. Yes. And in the certification submission, we have some information that the vendor should provide in advance, which we need in the certification process. We have the request form, we have the SUT, is the system under test, SUT spec form. So vendor will fill this form and go through the certification process. And basically, for the request form, they just submit for contact. And after we receive this, we will contact with them and to come out for the SUT spec. And generally, it just to write down the system information, such as CPU, DIMM, and so on. And for now, we request the vendor to submit 3 systems for certification, and these 3 systems should be come with 4 set and totally identical configuration. such as 2 CPUs and 16 pieces of DIMMs. So for now, we do not request the components to come from the same manufacturer. For example, the vendor can put in the 8 pieces of 16 GB of Samsung memory and 8 pieces of 8 GB of Hynix memory. So it's fine for us. However, the system configuration should come with totally identical among these 3 systems. And we have some individual information that should be filled in, and we have some requirement. For example, the BMC default account password should be assigned by OCP testing data. Just for your reference. And as I mentioned that before the test, we have system inspection. We took picture and compare with the document to make sure that we have the server with correct configuration. So this is the system inspection. And then we perform the test. Basically, they divide function testing, local testing, and remote testing. The build and stress test. Actually, for me, this test case is very basic. So the entry barrier is not so high. It's because that we would like to encourage the vendor to adopt the certification process. And the total working days is 15 working days. We will have 10 days for testing. And before the testing and after the testing, we have some work for logistics. Maybe 5 more days.
Talk about how you spend those 10 days. It's broken up by
since there's the 3 systems to be tested, so maybe some tests it cannot be parallel, and basically maybe 2 or 3 days for functional test. Actually, the most time-consuming is that we have the 24 hours idle test, and we have the discovery test, we have the obvious test. So they are time-consuming, but we spend 5 days, or maybe 2 or 3 days for functional test, and 1 or 2 days for the remote test. And okay, it's still something is also time-consuming to test the BIOS, since it is not possible to have the auto test. So we should test the manually to check each item's BIOS.
Do you have a tail process for it?
Yes.
Then
Yes. And actually, I have some maybe in the next slide. Yes, just this. And we have the tracking system. We put all of the information that we got in the track system, and not only for test result. This kind is the test result for the basic test, idle test, and setup main test, remote test, and local test, Java test. So now we'll check the system event log. So this spend about 10 days.
the basic test you use like
Yes.
and I
Yes.
I set up in
Yes. Yes. And we also put the information about the in the lab management and the certification spec into our tracking system, and even the email between us and vendor put in the tracking system. So this is the tracking system. And so this is just for your example that we create all of the tests and we'll track all the progress, and we have the detailed information on our tracking system.
all the things off, like
Yes.
wrongly, able. I believe that good, very good.
Yeah.
Very good strong configuration issues. We still have that.
Okay. 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 And after the test, we have the review meeting, and we provide all the detail, not only the test report, we also provide the raw material towards the foundation. So actually, it's how to review the testing report, and how also review the detailed raw material, so that we will check if we can pass to issue the certificate.
Just the one hand I can see hand. I don't see a running. So I really find something. I went back to check it out. Yeah, you solve it. Always good. So,
And according to the ISO 17021, the test lab and certificate issuer should not be the same entity to ensure there's no bias happening. So the OCP test lab performs the test and generates reports, and OCP Foundation issues the certificate. So, and currently, just for your information, that we will have a winter fair, we have the record for the test cases. They will have the 56 and 65 for record. And number of pages for the testing report winter fair, we have the about 100, and record we will have the 140 pages. And test results is the 168 for winter fair. Therefore, we will have 195 for record, and many screenshots in the report.
Can you talk about what test cases got added?
Yes, it is because that for winter fair, it is not using EX or ME. So there's lots of difference in MEM. So we can foresee that maybe we will not have much changes, many changes for the future, for the next version. Because for the next version, we will use the so and just possibly later for granted certification level 2 to 3. And
for mostly foundation here, I want to make sure those have perform extra for every year on after based on audit. So regulation, foundation, yes. So how we got audit.
yes. And we have repository, and it's the link for just for your information for the certification spec for Winterfair and spec for network. And we also contribute the testing source code in GitHub. So currently we in each we complete the Winterfair, we win Winterfair and contact in Winterfair, and also we win network. And now the my text just ongoing. Actually, UTSA also complete. I'm not sure.
So you CSA complete with the package, AMD over.
I guess. And it's just we contribute towards the foundation. We find certifications that implement the test script and the certification test service. And we also cooperate with the hardware vendor to verify the stack. So yes. Okay. So, any questions? Yes, we have the storage section and network section. Yes. Now in this section, just transfer. Yes.
For the power solution, something that they just really have a open market. They just measure voltage, the current voltage based on the power supply network. Also, we don't check this one to one. Just check the voltage or the one actually not give power randomized based on they don't have that's better system. Only $30,000
Very makes sense.
they're not expert people of power thing. Try to make it or now to put on servers. Take advantage of power supply vendor. So how it
So I think it's just edit for basic function and that is for for my personal
little simple. By the way, this is the OCP, so I read my just so what we like and yes, really simple. They get early for the evening, but they want their new vendor, so they want to learn what how their problem not getting this problem early. My next one start from you. Now they coming back after EBT, learn all what kind of problem, what kind of failure, come back on.
Yes.
So yes, I would strongly recommend you that for the only you can go for that, let them check it first. If you good feedback on what is the problems.
I think it's some tests, maybe it's a problem, which is really, I don't know, something is
Actually, for the in practice, actually you work with the oil vendor in advance and all of the test cases so that they can review. And before for the visual
no. Actually, we do not charge
for the meeting. That's charge the
Oh.
mentioned the areas that help, but there may be new areas. So are you able to customize a plan in the ED stage so that you don't have to be full circle, focus on the areas that you need to know?
For any product, you check the overall thing of the people that hold search. They still have new part before compared with the so not only the technical skill, so the OCP circle just files backup. Actually, that is the spending of time. Some of such data are coming from other vendors, and there is different areas vendors specific.
If you press the same, some of them
Yes. 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 And actually, you many people can collaborate and
back in.
You have a lot of time. Just for watching.
yes.
Here.